What is up, guys? Welcome back to July 6th, the year of our Lord 2020 AEW review. I'm doing this because I have nothing else to do with this pandemic going on, and I'm reviewing this to practice my speaking and to gain a little bit of confidence, I guess, with my speaking. 'Cause I'm not really confident with my speaking, so let's just review this. So the opening match, it was a 10-man tag match. The Young Bucks, Kenny Omega and Adam Page, and FTR versus Dark Order with Colt Cabana. But the graphic says otherwise. It was the Elite with FTR versus the Dark Order. I don't remember Colt Cabana joining the Dark Order, and I don't remember Adam Page rejoining the Elite. Or maybe I missed the BTE because I don't really watch the BTE. You tell me. It started fast with Mr. Brody Lee and Nick Jackson, and it was very high paced from the start, and it continued through the middle part where Dak seemingly injured his right knee. And everyone checked on him apart from Kenny Omega, who was the legal man. And the commentators were driving the point that he wants to continue the match because he is the legal man. That's good storytelling. Everyone checked on Dax. Cash and Adam helped him to the back, leaving the Elite to fend for themselves. So basically it became 3 versus 6. There was an assisted super spear in the corner by Stu Grayson, Evil Uno, and Angel, but Matt Jackson dodged, sending Stu to the post and outside. That was a gnarly move. It's the first time I've seen that kind of move, because every time they do that, a spear to the corner, they always just parang hang around there like a clothes. But now he just whipped himself through the post, then to the outside. That was very gnarly. And after that, Matt Jackson went on a fury. No, not on a fury, on a frenzy, beating every Dark Order members. But he has no one to tag with. And who shows up to make a tag? It's Hangman Adam Page. Wow, he returned. Because, he still wants to win the match. So Hangman also went on a rampage, beating everyone, doing a Asai moonsault on the outside. Right before the moonsault, Mr. Brody Lee was looking at him like, what you doing, boy? It's nothing like that. It's eyeing him, Hangman, that is. After the moonsault, Adam took Angels. I don't know if it's Angels or the other minion, but he wanted Mr. Brody Lee, so he made him tag. Then 2 behemoths fought. Well, Mr. Brody Lee was bigger, so Dark Order took over the match because of too many interferences, which is legal because the people in the match were interfering. There was this spot by Evil Uno and Stu Grayson. Ooh, what a wombo combo. Stu Grayson did a cannonball to Kenny Omega in the corner, like what Kevin Owens does. Then Stu Grayson did a 450 splash to Hangman in unison. God damn it. After that spot, the Young Bucks had their super kick party, followed by a super kick Snapdragon wombo combo. Kenny and Adam tried to do their finisher, but Mr. Brody Lee dodged, and Hangman almost clotheslined Kenny, but he was technically saved by Evil Uno because Evil Uno pulled him out of the ring, and Hangman, when he turned around, ate a discus lariat from Mr. Brody Lee. Mr. Brody Lee won with that. It was a good match. The right team won, because surely the Dark Order needs a win. And from the Elite, nonetheless, the Elite had all the reason to lose because they were 2-man short and there was some miscommunication. A great match overall. Next part is Jon Moxley cutting a promo. This is a hype promo for their match, for his match with Darby Allin. Seems a little bit conflicted. He doesn't want to hurt Darby Allin. I don't know why. It's like he sees some of himself in him when he was younger, and that advice to Darby, when it's time to stay down, stay down. God damn it. This is the most I've been in Jon Moxley's promo. I like his wrestling style, but promos not so much. But this one, it's a little bit too real for me. So it's very nice. The second match was a tag team match. Santana and Ortiz versus Best Friends. Very good match by two very good teams. There was a nice exchange at the start by Santana and the sexy Chucky T. And most of the match, Trent's back was worked on, and they didn't get to build up the hot. They were building the hot tag, but it never happened. And Trent got a sneaky win. You know, it's kind of a roll up, but not WWE kinds of roll up. But still a roll up. It was good. Next was the Mjf Pre-Tape promo. It was his headquarters for his campaign to be the AEW champion, and that was that. It was very good too. Then we cut to Matt Hardy on the ring cutting a promo, like he was saying that he was gonna focus on the real Matt Hardy in the ring but still do Broken on the internet. I guess that's sad that he can't do the Broken gimmick that the people want him to do Matt Hardy, and they admitted it. That's kind of hard to do, to admit that something doesn't work and revert back. WWE, they can't do that. They always say that something has to change. They recognize that something has to change, but in the end they don't change anything. As Hardy was cutting his promo, he got to the Sammy, I knew you'd come. Sammy attacked him from behind. They kinda brawled, hardcore-ish brawled, because there was a table spot, a chair spot. Matt Hardy got busted open. I don't know if it was a blade job or was real busted. And Sammy did a front flip from the stage to a table to Matt Hardy, which is very gnarly. We cut to the outside because earlier in the morning we saw Trent and Chucky for Trent's mom's car. You know, Trent has a mom, and they drove his mom's car to work. They were driving the point that they parked it in a safe location. So the funny thing is, there's no funny thing. Santana and Ortiz destroyed Trent's mother's car. They destroyed Sue's car. It's been a long time since I took Santana and Ortiz seriously, and this made me afraid of them. They are scary dudes with the sock baseball ball. I don't wanna get hit by that. Next segment was the third match was tag team match. So it's Dark Orders, John Silver and Alex Reynolds versus Matt Cardona and your TNT champion Cody. And Matt Cardona got pyro. Not everyone gets a pyro. Even Shida doesn't have a pyro, if I remember correctly. This is a very standard match. Cody's the one being worked on to build up the Matt Cardona hot tag. And my observation on this match was John Silver looks like Pac with a mask. Like the height, the build, maybe that's Pac. I'm kidding. Because before their entrance, they didn't wear their mask. And the John and Alex wombo combo to Matt Cardona. There was too many spots to list, and the Dark Orders, John Silver and Alex Reynolds, they're a very good team. They're very good wrestlers. So Matt Cardona won with the Rough Rider. I'm kidding. It's called Radio Silence now. And the post-match angle was Scorpio Sky wanting a TNT title match, and it was set up for next week. I guess Matt Cardona's in-ring debut fell flat. There was nothing special. He didn't even do the woo 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 or whatever his iteration now that he's out of WWE. That's I'm sad for him. But you know, you can't have everything. So the next part was also a promo. Not a promo. Well, it is a promo. So best friends in the parking lot. Last we've seen, the car was smashed, the glass and the lights. Now it was also vandalized. You know, the comical way when you leave your car in a unsafe neighborhood, and when you come back to get it, it has no wheels, and it's standing on hollow blocks. That's that's kind of funny. I laughed at it, and it was also vandalized with graffitis. So this is to set up a rematch between the two teams, and best friends declare that once that they have won again, Santana and Ortiz will have to apologize to Trent's mom on speakerphones. That's very funny, and I guess they're walking a tightrope between being funny and being serious, and they're doing it quite well. And Sammy Guevara's bit about Jericho's a master debater. Everyone here is a master debater. So next segment was AEW Super Wednesday Debate 2020 with this special guest moderator. It's the Eric Bischoff. Wow. After being fired by WWE, going back to TNT after 20 years. God damn. Who would have thought? I know, it's maybe he could stay for an in-camera personnel, and Orange Cassidy dressed for the occasion with his usual get-up with a tie. Cassidy did not answer the questions pertaining to their feud, but answered why the ocean levels are rising or is rising. That's very comical, and I loved it. The last question, he cuts a promo saying that he doesn't care about anything, but he cares about the match next week. So he's gonna embarrass Jericho. Jericho's gonna lose to a person who puts his hands on his pockets while wrestling. I love this feud. And yeah, it's a great feud. Fourth match was a singles match. Reba versus Big Swole. Reba being Rebel. Before the match was announced, Dr. Baker chooses Reba as Big Swole's opponent. So if Big Swole defeats Reba, then he gets a match with the Dr. Britt Baker. So in this match, Reba was acting surprised that she can do moves. It's kind of a comic relief, but remember that Reba was in Impact. She was Rebel in Impact. So technically she's a wrestler, but kayfabe wise, she's just a makeup artist and she's just fluking out moves. And after she missed a moonsault from the second rope, she got hit by Dirty Dancing by Big Swole. This match lasted 2 minutes and Big Swole won. So they're gonna have a match next week. I don't know if it was next week, but they're gonna have a match. Big Swole versus Dr. Britt Baker. So they announced that for next week. Next week's episode will have Cody versus Scorpio Sky for the TNT Championship, Jericho versus Cassidy. The second one, they call this $7,000 obligation match. Then the Tag Team Appreciation Night, Kenny Omega and Hangman Adam Page versus the Jurassic Express. So that's Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus. Dark Orders, Evil Uno and Stu Grayson versus the Young Bucks, and special appearances by the Rock and Roll Express, Tully Blanchard and Arn Anderson. It's Tag Team Appreciation Night, but there's no, the Tag Team tournament that they're having, they ain't gonna feature even one. So the main event, AEW World Championship. So it's Jon Moxley, our champion, versus Darby Allin, the challenger. Before the match started, they repeated the gnarly spot from last week, the skateboard thumbtacks to Ricky Starks. God damn it, I forgot about it. They just had to repeat it. God damn it. Then it was bordering a hardcore match, I'd say. Some spots were hard to look at. Maybe for me, I don't know for anyone who watched it, if they're feeling the same as I'm feeling, but it was bordering hardcore match. So the middle part of it was when we're reaching the crescendo of the match. MJF, behind the referee's back, attacked Jon Moxley with the belt to bust him open because referee was being distracted by Wardlow. So I don't think Darby knew that MJF attacked Moxley, so he did a coffin drop and Moxley kicked out. Moxley sleeper to Gutch spike pile driver for a near fall too. the end, he didn't want to do a paradigm shift on Darby Allin because he almost broke Darby Allin's neck last time they fought. But he did because this is a championship match. So he needs to win. Yeah? And after that paradigm shift, he carried Darby Allin like, if you know La Pieta, he was talking to him like almost sorry, and it was very emotional ending. It's very nice. So I give this episode of AEW Dynamite a 3.5 out of 5. The problem was the lack of direction for the women's division. Matt Cardona's in-ring debut was and I guess that's my 2 gripes about this episode. So thank you for listening. I'll see you next week. Bye.